Hi, I'm Shane from WeddingWin, and today we have Trula from Montana, the art of makeup and hair. Trula, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So Trula, what made you get started in the makeup and hair industry?
I've loved makeup and hair since I can remember. Probably since high school when all my friends wanted me to do their makeup and hair every time there was a school dance, or I've always been very creative. I hated math, sciences, that wasn't my thing, but I aced art and drama. And in high school, I never thought of actually doing makeup and hair for a living. I thought I'd have to get some office job or something back in the day, until a counselor at school said to me, you're very creative. Have you ever thought of being a makeup artist professionally? And I'm like, no, I never thought of that. So I ended up going to Sheridan College and taking the makeup artistry course and fell in love with it. Finished college and ended up connecting with different photographers that wanted me to do their photo shoots for free. Everything was free back in the day just so you could get a portfolio put together. So I did a lot of free photo shoots, got my portfolio, and then I was hired at a place called Glamour Shots. Some people might remember Glamour Shots back in the day, where we would take regular people and do their makeup and hair we would drape them with material to make them look like they're wearing something, like wearing an outfit. And we created incredible transformations. And that kind of hooked me. I'm like, wow, these people went from looking okay to looking phenomenal. And what it did to their self-esteem was what kind of went, I actually did that. I actually made this person feel amazing. So I ended up having one of the clients at Glamour Shots asked me to do her wedding. And I had to go very early in the morning before work started at Glamour Shots to do this wedding at some farm in Milton, I think it was. And I ended up meeting a photographer that kind of changed my life as a makeup artist. He was a photographer at the wedding, and he came up to me after he saw what I did and said, I loved your work. Would you work with me? So it ended up where I did bridal shows with him, and he ended up giving me leads to weddings, and I started getting referrals and kind of blew up from there.
And Trula, what keeps you passionate about your work?
Making people feel amazing. Just seeing that look on their face, and they'll cry, they'll hug you. They're like, it just literally, I know it's a big thing to say, but actually changes how they feel about themselves. And that to me is the most reward you could ever ask for.
Trula, from what I understand, you're not a salon, you're an on-location service.
Yes, we're strictly mobile. Years ago, I did own a salon and spa, bridal center, but I moved into just strictly being on location. I have a team of artists that live all over the city. They're phenomenal. Most of them have been with me for years. 20 years we just celebrated together. We've done, I'd say, thousands of weddings, and we travel to the bride's home, hotel, venue, wherever they need us to go on the day of the wedding. We do a trial run before the wedding to make sure they love everything before they book us. A lot of salons or on-location companies will just do the bride's makeup and hair for the trial run, and they don't want the wedding party there. We invite the wedding party, the moms, everyone there to enjoy the experience with the bride, and we talk to them. We do a free consultation. So we discuss what we're going to do with their makeup and hair, pick colors, styles, inspiration shots we share with each other, and then the bride books us. So she's not booking until she sees her trial run.
Wow. So you basically give them a trial run so they know what they're going to look like beforehand.
100 with the headpiece and veil, the whole, yep. Our trial runs are not like an hour long. They're usually 2 to 3 hours long. We don't charge per hour. We take our time making sure the bride gets what she wants. A lot of brides don't know what they want, so we kind of give them ideas based on their skin tone, their eye color, their hair color, what the theme is for the wedding. We incorporate what color the flowers she's carrying or the bridesmaids. So we look at the whole picture. We don't just look at strictly just her makeup and hair. We kind of envision everything for them.
Trula, tell me about a very memorable experience you've had with a bride that made her day like extra special.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. I'd be here for hours, but I'll pick one that happened last year. It was the beginning of the year. I think her wedding was in February. She called us 3 weeks before the wedding. Usually we get booked up a year, 6 months. It's rare that someone calls us so close to their wedding. She called 3 weeks before and literally was crying on the phone. She's like, I don't know what to do. She had an issue happen, and we kind of swept in. It was only her and her mom. Normally we do a minimum of 3 adults for us to do an on-location service, but there's no way I could say no to this girl. So my stylist and I did the makeup. My stylist, one of them, did the hair. We went to her home. It was in Niagara, and we did her and her mother's makeup and hair, and the mother was starting to cry. The bride was, I'm like, don't cry, you're gonna ruin the makeup. And they're like, okay. The look on their faces, how we kind of helped her out last minute. She didn't think, she had called quite a few companies, no one was available. And then she gave me a great review. That was the good part. She was very happy.
So what else have you noticed the brides saying after the wedding day?
Oh my God, the reviews we get, I'm going to say they're pretty amazing. Like, we have brides saying they want to take us with them on the honeymoon and, keep us maybe in the closet, pop us out, do their makeup in there. They want to book us for events that they've already booked for if they're going to another wedding. So we get a lot of referrals. Like, once they see the work and the quality of work, they 5-star reviews. I mean, the list goes on. They're very happy, and that makes me happy. My goal is to make sure that no bride leaves unhappy, that everybody has to be feeling amazing on their wedding day.
Now, do brides need to take makeup with them for touch-ups?
Yes, very good question. I always tell brides, especially in the summer, they need a powder, like a pressed powder, translucent powder. If it's in the winter, not so much. Lipstick and lip liner, I tell all brides you should take with you. Because after you kiss 100 people, guests that are coming to the wedding or eat dinner, the photographer's going to still take photos throughout the night. So I tell brides, you don't want to be the lipless bride, by the end of the night. So take the lipstick and liner, and we've got them covered because we have our own makeup line. It's Montana. It's my makeup line I've had for probably 29 years now. So we sell the full-size lipstick and liners, and if they need powder with them, to take with them for them and the bridesmaids. That's all they really need. They don't really need anything else. So we got that covered.
You've done makeup for all sorts of people and some celebrities as well. So tell me about that.
Well, one celebrity in particular that I was pretty excited about. So backstory, I'm a huge Elvis fan since I was 7. So when I got a call from the Elvis Collingwood Festival, a lady that ran the festival, to say that they wanted to hire me to do Priscilla Presley's makeup, I was in shock. I was like, what? So I actually got to meet Priscilla, went to her hotel, did her makeup and hair. I did her makeup and hair about 8 times. We did it for Entertainment Tonight, Zoomer Television, Canada AM, the Collingwood Festival. And then after that, she had me fly to Memphis, and I did her makeup in Memphis at the Peabody Hotel, the fanciest hotel in Memphis. It was an incredible experience. And I've done, thousands of faces and beautiful brides, but I'm going to tell you, she was just incredible. Those eyes, that skin, she was just beautiful. And I still keep in touch with her. She's a pretty amazing lady.
Why should a bride choose Montana, the art of makeup and hair?
Many reasons. One is the quality of service, above all. I think we really, really care. I care about each and every bride that contacts me. I speak to every single bride. I don't just email back and forth. When they contact me, it's usually through an email. First thing I do is I let them know if their date's available, and I say, please, I'd love to have a talk with you. Let me know when you're available. And I've been on the phone for an hour and a half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever it takes to get all her information and explain how we work and what we do. I go over the trial run, what's involved, so there's no hidden questions by the time I'm done. So they feel comfortable. They know we know what we're doing, and it kind of takes the pressure off them trying to figure out what the next thing is. It's hard to do that through an email. So I literally talk to hundreds and hundreds of brides personally. Then I book off my hairstylist and makeup artist, as well as I do the weddings as well. I kind of fit the bride to which artist that I have that I know would kind of suit her, if you know what that means. I kind of get a feeling of the bride, and then I, put them together with the right artist.
Well, Trula, thank you very much for joining us here on WeddingWin. And if you guys at home want to visit her website, it's montanamakeupandhair.com. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.